So I find the freedom dividend vastly superior to something like a federal jobs guarantee. I understand the spirit of a federal jobs guarantee. I think in practice, it is somewhere between problematic and disastrous. And I say this as someone who's run organizations, and if you have people, it's like you're guaranteed a job, then everyone's temptations are very negative. Where it's like, your temptation is to make your work seem very important and valuable. My temptation is to like make sure you're doing stuff and then like policing in again this like very, very bureaucratic way. And then what if someone decides they don't like the job they're doing, but it's their only means of survival because the government's like, well, this is how you feed yourself. Like we have to put ourselves in more position to make our own decisions about the kind of work we want to do. And having the government designate that stuff is a path to dystopia, probably. Especially as AI and software eats more and more jobs. So we have to fight to keep that top-down vision of an economy from coming true.
Well, if you have a jobs program, doesn't that, when companies are actually trying to automate, they're trying to eliminate jobs, right? So their sole purpose is to try to do the work with as least amount of people as possible.
Yes. So that's certainly the corporate incentives are going to be driving workers out the door. And now the government's temptation is to be like, oh, we're going to like create jobs for you. Which, again, I think is not the way to go. It's much better to say, look, we're the richest society in the history of the world. Our economy is up to $20 trillion. We can easily afford a dividend of $1,000 a month and let people reconstitute their own economies in their own communities. Then people can do the sort of work that they want to do. That's a much better way to create jobs. This would create millions of jobs around the country.